Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How does it feel to be in December? Hasn't the Lord been faithful? One thing I want to applaud us for is consistency. And today I want to dive into today's prompt titled, Hello December. It's been good, beautiful 11 months and now we are in December. Hello December. 11 moons down the stream. The year has flowed like a dream, and now we pause, we smile, and we beam. Hello, December. The 12th moon is finally here. Time to laugh and share some cheer. We make merry without fear. Hello, December. We want to celebrate the good old days, the memories in simple ways, stories warm like sunshine rays. Hello, December. Chapati kwa sufuria brown, kids running all round, up and down, happy faces you could see. Hello, December. Hey, and chama money somehow juu ya meza. Everyone is feeling a little kapesa. Life is coming somehow mzuriweza because it is December. Hello, December. Labda nguo mpya kidogo kidogo to feel afresh as we go on to make merry. Hello, December. Na wale wakukuja ushago wakuje. You know, the roads are very long, but they are full of joy. The families are waiting. Oh boy. Hello, December. The evenings are so bright. They are so filled with laughter. You know, friends are stopping by just to greet the city buddies. You know, love makes the moment complete. Hello, December. You see, the year is ending. You see, a new hope is near. You see, we hope for peace and joy that is so drawing near and clear. So we hold each other together and we say, as per Monday, hello, December. Thank you.
Wow. Fantastic. Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can give the applaud. Can give claps. There are people who know how to do that digitally. So I'd like to call Dreamcrest. I'm told you are the one introducing our guest today. So the floor is yours.
Good morning, Power Monday, and happy new month once again. The speaker of the day is a gentleman known to us as Dean James Martin. Martin is a hospitality leader and a marketing strategist with a decades of management experience driving brand growth, revenue, and service excellence across multi-outlet hotel and restaurant operations. As group marketing manager and outlet manager at the Vic Group, he has strengthened brand visibility across Western Kenya through integrated marketing campaigns, social media engagement, and high-value client acquisition. James Martin has successfully led teams of up to 40 staff, improved operational efficiency, and enhanced customer satisfactions, efforts that contributed to the Vic Group receiving county recognition as the best managed restaurants and bar in Kisumu in 2023. Previously, he served as the general manager of Kiboko Bay Resort and held key roles in banking and business development, achieving major growth performance milestones. Beyond hospitality, James is a published children's author, a TEDx moderator, a former radio host, and an active community outreach volunteer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as we hand over the stage to Dean James Martins. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mercy, for that warm introduction. Just before I launch into, and thank you for allowing me on your platform to share what I have this morning. Just before I launch into the presentation, I'm just requesting, I have a PowerPoint slide with me. Would you allow me to share it?
You should be able to share.
Okay.
Yeah, should
One
be able
minute.
to.
So I'm just checking that everybody can see that.
Yes, we can see. We can see it. Could you just put it to presentation? Good. You're
Okay,
good.
great. All right, thanks again, everyone. I am so happy to be here. I've spent quite a considerable period up country, and I'm happy to be here in Nairobi and feel this Nairobi energy. It's very exciting for me. And thanks once again for including me on this platform. So today I'm excited to talk about a simple but practical and very powerful tool, which are vision boards. I know it looks simple, but it's much more than an arts and crafts project, for example. It's a method that's used by world-class athletes, CEOs, motivated people, worldwide, entrepreneurs, such as the people in this group. And it allows you to create a board where you can see your vision clearly. And once you do that, you are able to think, act, make decisions that move you toward that vision. So today, you'll learn not only what a vision board is, but why it works and how to use one effectively to help you achieve your goals. So I have a little slide there which has a graphic of a vision board, and the tag is, if you can see it and believe it, you can achieve it. I believe many people in this group must have heard that saying before. So we'll transition into the definition of a vision board. So a vision board is a visual tool made of images, words, and symbols representing your goals. It is a visual representation of your future, and it includes images, quotes, symbols, and ideas that reflect your goals. It acts as a mirror that reflects your dreams back to you. Most people have very vague goals and, as such, achieve vague results. What a vision board does, it forces clarity. It helps you focus your direction and define what you want clearly and specifically. On the next slide, vision boards work because they activate your brain's focus systems and energize your goals. What vision boards do is they activate something called our reticular activating system, RAS, and that's the part of the brain that filters what you notice. when we keep our goals visually in front of us every day, our RAS begins spotting opportunities, information, and solutions that align with those goals. Vision boards can also create emotional motivation, strengthen identity, and boost our daily focus to keep us motivated in the pursuit of our goals. And the little graphic here, you can see it, a vision board makes your brain have a workout, which is just as it is important to work out for your body, it's also important to keep your brain working out. So in today's world, we have, a hybrid of a vision board. There are two types. One are the physical boards, which are hands-on and creative, where you get a piece of manila or you get a canvas and you post cutouts, or if you're artsy, or you can create some images according to what you would like that represent visually your goals. And the digital ones now, which we all live in a digital world, they are convenient and portable, ideal, for your phone or your laptop. Um, and I think the ideal way is to combine both. For those of us who are hands-on and prefer, what they say, old school, more paper-oriented, you can have a physical board. And I'll show you, for example, here, if you'll allow me to, sorry, excuse. For example, that is the background of my laptop. And that's my digital vision board. I keep it in front of me, I look at my laptop a
We
couple
are not
of,
able to see it yet. We are still on that slide, because you just
oh, I,
removed the slideshow.
oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Sorry, let me do that.
no problem.
Sorry, just give me a minute.
Mhm.
Can you see it now?
I think you need to stop sharing this one and then you share the screen.
How's that?
Yes, yes, that is
Oh,
it.
it's there. Oh,
Yes.
fantastic. All
Yeah.
right, so
You
that's
know, sometimes people may not know what they expected to see. So maybe they that's
so there you see I'm sharing my screen now.
yes.
And that has been my vision board. Of course, it changes from time to time. Those are my goals that, I'd like to achieve for myself. And I keep it in front of me as a visual representation of where, I'd like to be. As you can see, there are various aspects of my life there. I put start now to remind me to keep starting afresh every day and not procrastinate. And the other goals are, I'd like to speak. You can see a microphone there. I'd like to be in good health. I'd like to create wealth. I'd like to have a spiritual walk. So I put faith there. I really love to travel. I'd like to be a leader, make new friends, which I'm hoping to do today. So that is a visual representation of that's my personal boat, and it does change from time to time as as goals change. So I'd like to go back to the presentation now. Okay. Can everyone see the
Yes,
slideshow again? Okay,
yes.
great. Okay. So the question is now how to create a vision board. So from that example that I shared, my own personal example, you start by defining your goals. What would you like to look health-wise in your finances, career, relationships, your lifestyle, personal growth? And then you find images and words that represent these goals emotionally and visually, and you arrange them in a way that excites you. Yellow there is my favorite color. Choose images that, will resonate with you, create an emotional connection. And then finally, you place your board somewhere where you will see it every day. Uh, you know, it's there's no point having a vision and then hiding it. So a hidden vision board is a wasted board. It needs to be somewhere where you can see it every day and see it several times a day. And then also a board should be personal. You should take a good look in the mirror. There's a little graphic there, and there's this young gentleman who's looking in a mirror, but he's wearing a red shirt on the outside, and what he sees in the mirror is it's a different representation than what he actually is. So again, I'd recommend that you take a deep inward look to your goals, what you'd like to achieve for yourself, for your family, perhaps, and make it personal. Use your favorite colors, your favorite quotes and images. Choose visuals that give you energy and spark emotion. And some people even add future achievements like a dream career or a lifestyle upgrade, a motor vehicle upgrade, a graduation ceremony. The more emotionally connected you are, the more powerfully the board influences your mindset and your decisions. So, some tips and tricks, quick ways to make your vision board work for you. It's recommended that you look at your vision board several times a day, but definitely every morning and every night. You can then look at your goals and break them into small weekly steps. Celebrate the small wins as you go along. And update your board as you grow, because your vision board will not remain stagnant. It will change as you change. Some goals that you may have wanted when you start out may morph into bigger goals, or that you may drop them altogether and take other goals on. So a vision board is a tool that evolves with you, not a one-time project. You don't do it once and put it away and keep at it, keep the same board for life. It evolves with you, and changes will be made as you go along. Visualization plus content plus consistent action equals transformation. And this is what this tool helps you achieve. And that brings me to the next slide. The benefits of focus, clarity, confidence, and action. That's what vision boards help you achieve. Vision boards can boost clarity, confidence, decision-making, and focus. They will help you stay motivated, even during challenges times, because we all have challenges that crop up as we pursue our goals. So remember that your environment shapes your behavior, and a vision board is one of the simplest ways to reshape your environment with intention. So, what are the steps that we can take as a takeaway from this session today for the participants? What I'd recommend is that you take action today. By the end of the day, don't leave it till tomorrow. There's a little thing called procrastination, which is an enemy of progress and success, which we all suffer from time to time. So, as a takeaway from this session, I would suggest that you find 30 minutes daily for about a week to create your vision board. And what you can do is identify your top 5 goals for the next 12 months. We're coming into the end of the year and looking forward to 2026. So this is actually the ideal time to tackle this topic. Identify your top 5 goals for 2026, and thereafter choose images that inspire you emotionally. Create a board such as we had earlier. If you'd like a digital board, then there are there are softwares that can help you. Canva is a good one. You can set up a free account and look for a template where you can edit and place your goals into. Choose images that inspire you emotionally so as to create that energy to get your goals done for the next 12 months. Place your board where you will see it daily. Now, this is very important because I think a lot of us sometimes are a bit shy, especially about our goals and dreams. We don't like speaking about them. We don't like sharing them in public. So place it somewhere where you will see it daily. Like personally, I use my laptop background, because that's personal to me. And I look at it several times a day. Or if it is in your home, then I'd recommend somewhere private, like your bedroom, a bedroom wall. You can dedicate a space there to create a vision board. You don't actually need even a physical board. So it's not a project that you need to really spend any money on. You can take a blank space on your wall if you have a nice white wall or a cream wall, and just take cutouts of images and start pasting onto the wall. And then you commit to one small action every week or every day if you have the energy, and review and adjust your board each month to make sure that you're on track for your goals. If there are any changes, you can incorporate them then. And it also, the numbers don't lie. So if you create a monthly check-in with your goals to see progress that has been made, it will keep you motivated, and it'll also keep you accountable. You'll know if you're hitting your targets or not. So I do have a handout for everyone who's participated today. It's a small gift from me. My email address is on the screen. If you write to me and say you'd like the essential points of a vision board, I will share this presentation with you. And I also have a template or two that I could share with you. Remember from today's session, the essential points, which is basically a vision board is um, a vision board is a collection of images, words, and symbols representing your goals. And the reason why they work is very simple. It's because it increases your focus, motivation, clarity. How to create one, we've covered. You define your goals, gather images, arrange the themes, and place them visibly, whether digitally or physically, whichever you prefer, where you can see it. The tips are to review daily. We recommend it twice a day, morning and evening. Take action daily and weekly, and update the board regularly. And the benefits you have are clear direction, stronger purpose, and consistent action toward your goals. So, my final words of inspiration is that a vision board doesn't really create your future. You will have to do the work, but it keeps you aligned with the person you're becoming and with your purpose. And when you see your goals daily, you begin to believe them. You begin to filter out the negatives, and you begin to believe they're possible. And when you believe in them, your habits and your actions will start moving in that direction almost automatically. And it will be a tool that can help you achieve the very high standards and goals that you have for yourself. So once again, I'll go back to where my email is. And if you'd like a template, I have a few that I'm happy to share. Thank you, everyone. That was my short and sweet presentation. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, this is a topic that I've always tried to look for somebody to present it. I've learned about vision boards for ages and some of the renowned quotes on how our thoughts translate into our actions, and finally what we become, what we get, what we have. But we know of thoughts become things, and it's important to put the thoughts into images because we think in terms of images. We know about quotes like whatever a man's mind can conceive and believe, that can achieve. Somebody added with a positive mental attitude. And so I think it's a very critical one, and this is the best time for it. So, what would maybe you could share? What would you say to somebody who thinks these are just some weird motivation stuff?
Yeah, well, I think I saw you prayed at the beginning of the session, so I think there's also I can add that it's also in the Bible. I believe there's a verse that says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish," or something to that effect. So yes, motivation. It is a motivational tool, but it's also very the science behind it is solid. I've used it myself for a very long time, as you saw the one on my screen. I even used it to help me move to Nairobi. I'd put it on my vision board when I was working up country that I would really love to work and live in Nairobi. And I even put a vision of where I'd like to live, the kind of earning that I would have like to have. And here I am now, so I think that's very clear evidence that it does work. And we might not be able to explain the science, but results don't lie.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I personally have used this concept for ages. I think all my life revolves around this, and I've thought about having things like this. And I know that it's just beyond what is said. It's you would say it's miraculous. Somewhat, you don't need to know the way how it's going to be, but as the Bible would say, God will make a way where there seems to be no way, as long as we believe it. So Odhiambo Lale is asking, what's your advice on time frame? Should I do it for 1 month? Niachie hapo. And should the vision board be upgraded or reviewed quarterly? We may end up translating them like a goal. I put this that I'm going to earn this by December. It doesn't seem to be working. So let me adjust it and lower it a bit. How do you handle such?
Oh yes, yeah, no, so that's a really good question. So I think personally I review mine regularly. I wouldn't want to say quarterly or monthly or weekly, but action you need to take weekly. Update it regularly because you see also um you seem to be a gentleman in a similar age to myself. So your goals will also change as you go along. I mean, things that were important to me, goals that I had in my 20s no longer are. Now that I'm in my 40s, you're more family focused. Yeah, so I wouldn't give a specific time frame, but I would just say update it regularly because we are human beings and we are creatures in of emotion, so goals also change. I don't know if that answers your question. Well, as to how to earn better, I think I think you need to believe it. I think you need to believe what you're worth, and hold it in your heart and on your vision board until you truly believe that you're worth the figures and the lifestyle that you have in mind. It will come to happen if you hold faith and take action.
Mhm. Beautiful. Yes, so somebody is also asking, kindly talk to us about the type of goals to put on the board and how do I make them smart and workable?
Okay. So I'll just go back to where we were. So here I'd recommended like you identify your top 5 goals for the next 12 months and you can keep them aligned with you can choose just looking for my notes here. So you need to define them by and the categories that I usually recommended are health, finances, career, relationships, lifestyle, and growth. So if you use those categories, I mean, you can add some or remove some depending on how what works for you. But if you use those categories, then those are the ones that are comprehensively covering the various aspects of your life. As for SMART goals, of course, as they are defined, specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, and time bound. And I am especially I especially focus on a personal level on the time-bound one because I believe like we should see the success, we should enjoy it, and by a certain date. And the thing about that is that that date will come by. And it's a phrase that I usually use is that the numbers don't lie. So the result will either, when you get to that date, the result will either be there or not be there. And, it will either inspire you to take further action or it may cause you some despair, and that will also inspire you to take further action.
Thank you. I love that question, and I've loved the way you put it. I also say I focus on specific. In that SMART idea,
Hmm.
uh, a big part of it is specific and time bound. Time
Yeah.
bound helps your mind to start knowing exactly, even when you meet it, and it helps your mind to be more specific because you will be specific in time, you will be specific in what you want. When it is vague, it doesn't come to be. That specificity helps us in our heart to start feeling it, and that feeling is very powerful. And there are the other ideas there in the SMART. People who have talked to know that I don't I don't focus on the word realistic, because the realistic is a relative factor. It basically depends on your level of belief. What is realistic to you may not be realistic to somebody else. Another thing is, and that's why you said you keep it private. You may share what you think is realistic, and somebody will bring it down. Yes. So keep it to yourself. Somebody says, know what you want and keep it to yourself. But if you can believe it, you can see it, like you said, you will achieve it. How is none of your business? I can share an example. Yesterday, I think yesterday and the previous few days, I visualized that in this meeting we will be 120 of us, and that is where we are today. Yes. I've
Absolutely.
used this visualization for ages.
Yeah.
I've used it to grow in business. I've used it to grow in my income, and it's something that it's my go-to tool. You see, so there is really the question there about being smart. It depends on your heart. What is in your heart? Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you make it clear? You will get it. You'll get it. I've used it every time. I've used it even to get schools for my children. I've used it to
Oh,
for everything.
fantastic. Yeah,
So
absolutely. I
yeah,
agree with you 100%. Specific intention gets specific results, and
yeah,
vague intention gets vague results. So be as specific as possible.
yes.
Yeah.
So the next question there from Dr. Melvin Lima, and we thank Dr. Melvin Lima for knowing you. As I always say, he knows people.
Oh,
There
he
was
does.
another person who was to talk to us about this. Then got she got bereaved, lost her husband, and now we were also reset. Oh, where do we running to Dr. Melvin? Said, I'm not sure. Let me find somebody.
Yeah.
And we thank God because this was all pre-designed. So
Yeah.
thank you, Dean. I loved that name. I kept thinking, are you a dean of the university or something? So do you have another local example besides yourself of someone you have worked with whose goal in a vision board came to pass?
Somebody I have worked with. Um, Certainly a few, one or two come to mind. I think my daughter, uh, who has recently applied for her master's to South Africa. She graduated in Nairobi and worked for 2 years. So that is on her vision board. And it is certainly coming to pass. I think early next year she will be there. I think Melvin himself, because he's my friend, and we share a lot in terms of encouraging each other to go after our dreams. Uh, yeah, and then like I said earlier, it's I think my personal example is best because if you noticed on my vision board, there was a place where it said speaker. And here I am at this forum speaking. And again, thank you for the invitation. I have spoken at various platforms over the years, but this is my first one in Nairobi, so I'm very honored and very grateful to all of you. I also, like I said, I wanted to be in Nairobi, and here I am. So yeah, it does work. You know, a lot of
Thank you.
I may not have specific details of individuals. You know, dreams are sometimes private, but the method works.
Mm, I agree. Thank you very much. And I know there could be people here who've tried the same, who can comment on the same. So you can put it in the chat. We will read it. Does the vision board have that is well? Do they have age limits? That is what Dr. Kezia here is trying to ask. Yeah, I'm too old, too young. Yeah, do we have something like that?
I believe not, no, but that is just, I think, a general rule for life. You're never too old. I know people who have achieved their goals, become published authors in their 60s. I know one person who went back to university in her 60s and is now a lecturer at a university. She's working on her PhD. So no, no age limit, at least not on the upper limit. On the lower limit, I guess if you're a very young child, you might not understand what a vision board is. But on the upper limit, no age limit. One of the people I absolutely admire and respect, as you said, is Dr. Melvin. He's an old man, but young at heart. And I think sometimes he even beats me energy-wise. So yeah, no, there's no limit on the age.
Great, great. Yeah, and people can use this also to obtain optimal health. Even when you feel that the years have really gone by, but you'll still be as young as Father Abraham at 100, still siring babies. Somebody has said, that is Modesta Weyema. Please repeat the categories. Thank you. I don't know, maybe the categories of dreams, but I think generally it's all sorts of dreams that you can have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to repeat it.
Mm,
So the ones we recommend are health, finances, career, relationships, lifestyle, and growth. And also to Modesta, I believe her name is. I do have some free information and templates I can share if you send me an email on that address. Happy to share links to YouTube videos for those of you who are more visually inclined. I have a template or two that I can share with you.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the very timely session that is Susan Mungai. How does visualization tie in with affirmations? Can I just put it up on my wall and just look at it, and this will be sufficient, or do I also need to speak out loud and affirm that I will achieve these goals?
Um, Agreed. I mean, they go hand in hand. She can, however, the mind, they say the mind thinks in pictures, not words. So it might be a more effective tool to look at your vision board and truly, truly, truly see yourself in pictures as the person there. But affirmations are wonderful. I mean, choose some affirmations that back up your vision board, and yes, speak them out with passion and fervor. And yes, I hope your goals and dreams come true.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, sometimes the vision boards work much better. One, because of what Dean has just said, the pictures, mind thinks in pictures. You can say something, but you can't visualize it. It becomes a problem. and it doesn't invoke emotions. And number two is enough of us do not know how to do affirmations. You say something and it's going to contradict what is inherently in your heart. And so it's a conflict, and over time you feel you lose energy and give up. So there is also a way you can always work on those affirmations so that they actually achieve the work or the intended purpose. So it's good to have both if where possible, but if you have to have one, better have the pictures. The mind will do the rest. Yes. That's why it's important to also go to places you can see those things. Even if it is window shopping, you may not have the money, but there is a way the mind is wired. The mind was built, and it will just achieve it. So that's a good answer. How important that is from Dr. Muraguri, Phyllis. How important is it to have an accountability partner to push you to achieve and avoid procrastination?
So I think that depends on you as an individual. Personally, I do best with an accountability partner because then it gives me that added incentive to achieve that goal and, record the same to the accountability partner. So for me personally, I love having an accountability partner. But if you're disciplined enough and energized enough to achieve it without one, it may work. Personally, I'd recommend it. Choose a trusted friend or advisor, a mentor, and share your vision with them. But just make sure that you choose carefully somebody who will encourage you and somebody who will hold you accountable, truly hold you accountable.
Yes. Accountable. I think that is the word. Otherwise, you can choose somebody who will, you end up choosing the person who will size your dream. Yes. Why can't you be realistic and whatever? So choose carefully. It's good to have somebody where two or three are gathered, there he is. Or if two people agree on something to pray about, then it's done unto them. So all those things apply. There is also what we call the power of mastermind, the mastermind group. So all these things can work together, but choose carefully. I think that is the keyword. Thanks, Dean. I am this morning going to implement vision board with the young geologists I am currently training. Share some quick
Okay.
tips.
Fantastic. Yes. So I
think
think
you've shared tips. Yes.
I have gone through our presentation, but like I
Yeah.
said, if he can send me an email, then I will send him today's presentation, and I will also send him some templates and links that he can use.
Great. Yeah. Carol Nashami says, I have a vision board that I created for 3 years. It's time bound and end of this 2025. Out of the 8 items, 3 remain unachieved. I still believe in them. I am an example. Thank you very much, Nashami.
Oh, fantastic. Yes.
I think you shared this during. Did you share this during Monday dinner? Yes, Nashami, you want to say something about it? You can unmute and say. Caroline Wanyonyi. Are you still there? Not really. Okay. When you get it, you will. Please. Yes?
Hi, OPP. Sorry, I had issues unmuting.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. Indeed, I shared a few things that I had achieved during the dinner. And it's true, I set a vision board for 3 years. And out of the 8 items, I achieved 5 of them. And I still believe in the 3 that are remaining. And with this presentation, I'm hoping that those are going to be my first items on the vision board. So thank you so much. And to be honest, the vision board has inspired me so much. It changed my mindset. And because I believed in where I wanted to go, and so the friendships that were not aligned with where I wanted to go, I had to drop them so that I achieve what I wanted to achieve. And this has worked. So I truly believe in the aspect of vision boards. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nishami. Yes, so uh, Georgina, Georgina has asked a question here. Georgina, I think, also shared with us a few years back on something related to this. Eugene, what is it? A very informative session, just out of curiosity, belonging to the old school of thought. How effective has this been on the ground so as to align with real life issues? Yeah, I think that is what we've just shared, how effective it has been. And Nashami has shared that. We are at 8:05, so we are going to just close it. Thanks a lot to Dean, very inspiring, sharing your ability to communicate. Thank you very much. I think we will go, we'll stop there. But then for people who want to have more, maybe Dean, you will wait a bit after we finish the official part, and then you can answer more questions. We have a WhatsApp group for people who may want to join WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group you can join, and you continue the conversation. I have put a link there. You just fill in the form on that page. We also have a YouTube channel which you can subscribe, and we will be able to upload this, and all the other previous ones have been uploaded so that you are able to revisit. I've also put a link there. And just to say that we have a charity visit coming this particular Saturday, and we welcome all of you. We have mentioned it many times, and we believe that enough of you have been able to subscribe. I don't know, is Antonia there? Antonia, you can, no, let's go to vote of thanks first. Who was to give vote of thanks? Odhiambolale. Odhiambolale. Or Dr. Melvin, you go on.
No, I'll do the vote of thanks.
Oh, you're there.
Yes, I'm very much here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So on behalf of the team, I would really like to thank Mr. I hope I can. It's okay to call you Mr. Dean, for really being a dean. You've taken us back memory lane in terms of what is taught in the classroom. But yours was even better because of the application. You showed us how to apply all that knowledge, because in our days in school and college and the real world, we learn so much, but do we apply? You've shown us how to apply. We must have a vision. Because like you reminded us also earlier on, that power is knowledge. Power is knowledge. And even the scripture reminds us that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Now you have shown us, you've taught us so well, and I'm sure this will be a good opportunity to do what my grandma used to say, "Mwonyolao." Mwonyolao in Luo means digest what you've heard or what you're saying. Don't just talk forever. Give people a chance. So at least over this festive season, we'll have that opportunity to digest. And I've personalized it as today I told you I'm blowing my 65 candles, real or imaginary, meaning my birthday. So this will give me, this also confirms that that vision board is has no age limit. So at 65, I will be able to have a vision board and say what I want to do in the next 6 months to 1 year or even later on. Asante sana, and we look forward to more interaction of this nature, both at the personal and even official level. Asante sana.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I have put also a link there. This Saturday, we are not going to just have a charity visit. We are going to have a mini Christmas carols with the children there. There are children who are reclaimed from the streets. It's a facility run by the nuns, Precious Blood Sisters. It's at Kawangware. It's called Precious Blood Children's Family. We will be there from 2:30. And I had also indicated the items that they are requesting for. And this is how we end up making a positive difference in the lives of people. So I know some of us may be able to sponsor a thing or two. Yeah. And you don't get poor by giving. You don't get poor by giving charity. This is a charity we've been doing for a few years now, and we've just picked it. So the items are there: sanitary towels, sugar, jama soup, and you can just donate. We are also looking at the prices. Some of them are very well within reach. We can get enough of them and take there, make a positive difference, have some singing, presentation, and things like that. We have their pay bill number 247247 and then account number 439331. You know, Power Monday is not a business, so we don't make profit out of this, but it's sponsored by businesses like Live Your Dream, like ICT Gurus, and many others that are coming on board. And we believe that in order to keep this, that's why today we were able to reach 125 people. We want to ensure that we have a larger capacity so that we don't lock people outside. We've locked people outside for quite a long time. Yes, Antonia, finally I see you. Hey, you can say something about this and then we go to final.
Good morning, Power Monday people. I'm so grateful to be here. And thank you all for creating time to join the session. Yeah, mine is just to insist on our upcoming activity, which is the last one for this year. I've received quite a number of you who are donating some stuff. And just to make a clarity, if you are coming, I don't need to collect your stuff, just come with them. I'm collecting for those who are not coming and they have some items to give. And also, if you are a Sunday school teacher and you would like to maybe to give some lessons or so, as we come up with the program, you can let us know if you are coming, and so that we can give you a slot. But initially, we always have everybody who is coming just having a chance to speak to the children. But if you specifically are a Sunday school teacher, you can just let us know so that we can have a good session organized for you. Asanteni sana, and see you on Saturday. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And those people who may, somebody has a, those people who want to present an item like Debbie can join us on that day and sing. Yes, those who, I know the Ambola is a singer. I only don't know whether he can perform alone, one-man guitar, or he needs people. Otherwise, at this point in time, I'd like to call a volunteer to close for us with the word of prayer. This official